Alrighty, we are in Greenfield, Indiana right now. The weather today is flat out beautiful. It is 66 degrees with an 8-mile-per-hour wind. You don't get much better than that for trucking weather. Our goal today is we're running from, we're going to leave here and then we're going to run down to Huntingburg, Indiana. From Huntingburg, Indiana, we're going to run over to St. Joe, Missouri. If all goes smooth, it's going to be an awesome day of trucking. Last time we took the beautiful route heading down to Huntingburg. Today I think we're going to try the fast route. It's supposed to be the fast route. If the interstate stays moving good, it will be the fast route. The beautiful route is a 2-lane route, but I kind of want to get down there a little bit faster today and not deal with as many stoplights and towns. So we're going to take the interstate route. If you caught yesterday's video, you know that I'm fighting a little bit of a head cold is what I'm going to call it. It's still here, but I am feeling all around a little bit better. I think so, at least. Let's go ahead, get on the road, and I'll be back with you guys here in a little bit. Just like that, I have changed my mind. Every single time I do that, I think I'm going to take the interstate. And then I get out to an interstate. It's not Interstate 65, which we were going to take. I get out to it, and there's just so many cars. I'm like, too many. So then we're going to jump on over here. We got to take this road construction through here probably for about 20-30 miles. Then we're going to take a 4-lane real quiet road, real quiet 4-lane, and then we're going to hit our 2-lane, run that 2-lane all the way down to Huntingburg. Then yes, there is more stoplights, yes, there's more towns to go through, but I tell you what, it's just so much more relaxing taking this route versus taking the interstate route. I just need to give up on thinking that I'm going to take the interstate route, because no, we're not going to take that. That is one thing I do not think that the camera, the action camera, could actually ever purvey. It's just how beautiful southern Indiana is. The 2 lanes down here, the timbers, the rock walls of the ground there. Cameras do not do it justice. I would really enjoy coming down here and spending at least, 3 days or a little bit more just on the bike or in the pickup, just wandering around southern Indiana, a little bit of southern Illinois. I don't really get to see much of them other than behind the windshield of the truck, and I know there's a lot more to be seen. Well, what I think I have going on right now, we have a vibration. We have a shake, not a vibration. It's a shake. I noticed it last night when we were running across Iowa, and I was starting to think maybe just possibly that it could be either the trailer or maybe the wind was hitting me from a weird angle. But we do now have a different trailer behind us, and there's no wind, and we just had 150 some miles of a pretty consistent shake. A shake that wasn't there before yesterday. If you caught yesterday's video, you know that we had a piece of steel go into the tire, causing it to go flat, and I had to go to a tire shop to get that tire replaced, or repaired, I'm sorry, repaired. That tire shop was not a familiar tire shop. I'd never gone there before. It took them 2.5 hours to patch that tire. Now, I'm not talking to wait and then go in. From the time they put the jack underneath the truck until they put the tire back on, it was 2.5 hours. And I watched them for 2 hours. And there's only so long you can actually watch somebody prepare a site for a patch, or look around for a hole that you already know where it is, or those are all things that you should be okay with having patience with. But after 2 hours of watching one of the slowest people work that I've ever possibly seen work, I gave up and I went and sat on the step of my truck. Figured before he puts the tire back on the rim, I'll go in, watch him, make sure he's doing it right, and make sure he's putting the equal back into the tire. Well, before I knew it, here he come wheeling out the tire to put on the truck. Did I already tell you guys this weather is perfect? Beautiful, actually. Just flat out beautiful. The birds are chirping and the grass is actually starting to green up a little bit. There's two things you're going to have to take my word on if you're not familiar with truck tires, semi-truck tires, is yes, there absolutely is a wrong way to put a truck tire on the rim. And yes, out of 18 tires, you can feel if just one of them is out of whack running down the highway. Here's what I'm thinking happened. I'm pretty confident that he did not put the equal back in there. And even if he did put the equal back in there, where they put this lube around the outside of the wheel to help the wheel go onto the tire a little bit easier, if you slop that around willy-nilly, all the equal, which is basically little tiny metal balls, will go straight to where they lubricated that tire, that wheel, for the tire to go back on. And I could tell that was sloppily put on. And you're wondering, well, why didn't you just ask him? I did ask him. Unfortunately, me and him did not speak the same language, so I got a head nod. And it was a, is that the right head nod or is that the wrong head nod kind of thing. So here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking that either the equal did not get put back in it, or they slopped the lube around it and all the equals just bunched up on the outside of the rim, which in that case you're going to get a shake. So when we get back, this load is going to St. Joe, Missouri. When we run another load that gets us up to Cherokee, up to our north side tire, the place where I love getting tires done, we're going to have to go back in there and we're going to have them break that tire down, clean everything back up, mount the tire properly, and then put the equal back inside of it, because I'm pretty confident that's what I have going on with that shake. So it's an easy fix. We just have to put up with it just for a little bit longer until we can get back to Cherokee and have them fix that. You are impossible to record. Impossible. And he's, yeah, leave me be, man. I know. Move over. I'm coming down. Yeah. Has anyone ever tried recording a German Shepherd? I try so hard to get a still recording of him. That's where the camera's just staying put and it's not moving around at all. And it just gets a footage of him just kind of roaming around in the grass in like an S pattern or something, or maybe like a circle or something. It's like trying to take a picture of a 2-year-old. That's what it is. It's like trying to get a picture of a 2-year-old. He is all over the place. It took me 6 times to hit that record button just to get that little bit of footage that we just got 2 minutes ago. We're in Kingdom City, Missouri right now. We topped our fuel tanks off on it, and we topped our fuel tanks off. And I was trying to get the windows clean in this truck. I could not get them clean. I'm cleaning the mirrors, the side windows, the windshield, and just nothing's coming clean. Just smearing like crazy. And then it dawned on me, the humidity right now is insane. Temperature is just beautiful, just like it's been all day. The wind isn't blowing at all, but the temperature, or the humidity, it is insane high right now. It almost feels like it just wants to break loose and start pouring. But the stars are out. At least I think they're out. I think I've seen some stars out there. I just realized why he's mad. You see what he's doing? He's laying on his Afghan. I forgot to roll that out, didn't I? I just threw it back here. Now I'm in the doghouse. I'm gonna try eating a little bit of pizza. I think I've realized my tummy is the one that was kind of upset, but I'm hungry, but I don't have any soup or anything in the truck, and the truck stop, well, there really wasn't anything in there that cracked my appetite, so we're just nibble on a little bit of pizza on the rest of the way. Not a whole lot further. I bet we have under 200 miles left into our day. Probably around that 200 mile mark till we get to St. Joe, Missouri, and then we can sit there. I'm gonna get his Afghan out. I'll be back with you guys a little bit later on. And there we have the wild beast in his natural habitat. The beast named Opie. Your bed is a mess. I'm just gonna say it. Your bed is a mess. I don't think he really even cares if his bed is a mess. That's just what it's gonna be until his slave makes his bed. And his slave being me. Boy, that was a rough 200 miles. We are just outside of St. Joe, Missouri right now. Probably about 20 miles at the scale house here on Interstate 29. That was rough. Pizza was not a good idea. That was a horrible idea, actually. I don't know what I have. If it's a head thing or a stomach thing. At this point, I believe it's a stomach bug. It has 2 days. It has 2 days to disappear. Because I'm not going to let this little thing goof up the plans that me and my son have made. He has a 4-day weekend coming up. And we have actually planned a trip to where we're going to load the pickup up. And we are going to go out to Colorado and do some truck camping out there. Do some hiking around. And finally get to see the mountains full of snow. That's been a bucket list thing of mine for a little bit now. And we are going to do it. And I'm not going to let a stomach bug ruin it. So it has 2 days to get out of my system. Tomorrow we are going to completely water out. We are going to drink a case of water and I don't know, pop as many vitamin C pills or whatever as we possibly can to get this whole thing pushed through my system to where I can get to where I'm up and chipper and healthy again. So today was a little bit of a long day again. Day number 2, right? Opie's looking at me like, Dad, I don't want to stop that many times again. We stopped a lot. Yes, I know, we did stop a lot, Opie. Alrighty. We're going to wrap it up here. You guys stay safe. And as always, I'll see you next time. Illinois, you are my friend. Alright, so we've diagnosed I do not have a head cold. I have a tummy cold. I think. I don't know. I got pretty daring with that bowl of cereal. I don't think we're going to make it past another rest area. This is our second one running across 64 here. We're not even to St. Louis yet. Alright, now it's fine. I'm going to go let Opie run around for a little bit. Whew. Oh, Schmidt, you dork. You don't want to tell him any of this. I know I don't want to, but I'm going to. Why? What makes you think that they want to know this stuff? I don't know. I don't know. I just talked to the camera and this is what happened. Well, maybe you should shut up right now and stop talking to the camera and get back over to the truck and let your dog out. I do completely agree, but unfortunately, this is just what I'm doing. Okay, fine then. Nah, I'm a dork.